Yo everybody, this is LordHokageHyuga back again with another video. Today is going to be a special video and it's going to be the origin of LordHokageHyuga. And I'm going to be explaining it in three parts. So I'm explaining to it about the leadership, teacher, and how did I become strong. So let's get started. I basically started out in Generations. Just like everyone else, I basically was just playing the game and everything. Didn't even know what I was gonna do or anything, so I just played. I met a group of friends that I made back in Generations. That their names were Xavier and Austin and several other people I forgot their names were. Basically, we played together and we basically were having fun and everything, and our group got bigger and expanded. So what happened was that we one day is that I don't know who, but someone came up to us talking about clans, and I didn't really know much about clans on video games or anything. I just knew about it in the show. So I was listening and kind of paying attention, and they were saying that literally that a lot of people on Naruto were making clans, and they were thinking about making clans on here. So we were like, oh, okay, and everything. So they were discussing who would have been the leader and everything, and I was just minding my own business and listening and stuff like that. And then they all decided to make me the leader and put me under the bus. I'm like, wait, me? And I'm like, yeah, like, you're perfect. I'm like, I have no idea how to lead a clan, and better yet, I have not led anything before. So it was kind of like all of a sudden and kind of crazy and everything. So I'm like, okay, I'll try and give it a shot, but I can't really guarantee any promises. And like I said, I don't know if I said this before or not, but like every clan leader on here in Naruto has made mistakes before, but we learn from our mistakes and we actually keep going. So we were successful. We named our clan Hidden Shinobi Village, and it was a fun clan, and we actually were having fun. We were getting along, playing a lot, and we were recruiting a lot, and we were building our clan from the ground up. We were basically we didn't manipulate or persuade or took advantage of people's anger just to grab them from their clan and add it to ours like some clans do and everything. Like, no, we worked hard for it, and that's what we were happy for. So we did it in Storms 3 to Revolution to now the Storms 4. The group the group of people who I was with basically kind of had real life things to do afterwards, because it kept basically they had things to do, but I kept it up going and everything, and I actually learned from it. I know it may sound cheesy, but I was basically learning from how to be a leader and everything by watching the TV show and stuff and listening to what the Hokages do and everything, and I was just doing it as just trying to do it as that. And I'm happy for how the clan goes. So after probably Revolution, I renamed it the Hidden Phoenix Village, and kept going from there. We did clan battles. I accepted people that had potential, that literally can grow, like, or people who are over the top strong too. So either way, it goes both ways, but I was basically making a difference throughout the community. Moving on to the next part will be how to become a teacher. So basically started out in Generations that I had one of my members had introduced me to this student of mine's named, well, back in the day, he was named Mitch the Man 7, aka slash Yamanaka Poison now. So basically, I'll never forget the battle. It was, it was funny and crazy, but um, I met I met him in Generations. We were in a tournament, and I think it was the semifinals or something, and I fought him and everything, and he was using Lee, and I was using I was using Konkoro, and basically we had an epic battle. I went to Awakening mode, and I crushed him with my Salamander and things. Like, a lot of people it says that fucking thing can fly and everything. Like, that's funny. But yeah, after that, I started to think like, okay, maybe I can help people to get stronger in the game. So what I did is that I made these training courses of like some basic challenges just to challenge their abilities on the field, just to see how they can do, like dodging challenge, speed, shurikens, getting their stamina to increase so they can actually get better at the game. So while I was doing that, I was helping him out. His team for who he selected to train is, in Sakura, which was a great team, and he used that the whole entire time, and he actually got stronger with it. He actually passed the courses. I entered him in our tuning exams because we had tuning exams here, just like in the show, and he actually passed it with flying colors. And he told me he just used the skills that he was trained with, shuriken, pressure, dodging, all that, and he actually grew to be stronger. And then he changed himself to Yamanaka Poison and actually became even more stronger throughout the community and known. So yeah, he's a great fighter and a great opponent, and yeah, he's a great person. Then in Storms 3, I met PhoenixofPurity. Back in the day, he was known as Terror Gaming HD. I trained him, and I did the same practices with him. He had the ability to copy other people's fighting styles and use it against them, which was a strong ability as well. So I trained him, and I actually basically over the years, I helped him out. I helped him out in Storms 3, and basically he entered the tuning exams, and he became the second Hokage of my clan now. And he actually had a lot of potential as well. Like, he actually thinks, he tries to figure out how your style is, and he tries to put it into his style to use against you. It's like facing an image of yourself and you're fighting against yourself. So he tries to do that, and which is remarkable. And he became a lot stronger even now, and like, kudos and congratulations to the both of them. Like, they have really came a long way, and I hope that they actually continue on through their journey. With that said, I trained other students over the years too. So on Revolution, I can't remember who they were, but I trained some other people before, but yeah, I trained some people in there, and then I moved on to Storms 4 as well. And I trained Blazing Storm, and he was a unique person. He's been with me since Generations, and his fighting style is unknown. And what I meant by unknown, I mean that his fighting style is unknown as in he basically doesn't want you to know how he fights. Like, when you fight him, it's like he basically will try to change it up depending on how you fight. Then he'll just pretty mostly go against you about it. And you know, I did the same practice and modes with him, and you know, it inspired me to like help out the community, because a lot of people have been misjudged throughout the community because they, like, other clans will say that they're not good enough or they're never becoming strong or anything else. And you know, these people have potential and they could actually get there and be known to the community too. Like, you know, Yamanakas Poison's a prime example too. Like, he started out as okay, I'm just, not to be an insult that it's noob, but still started out as a noob, but he grew and grew and grew and actually became the person he is now. So that's a prime example right there. Just clans need to kind of give people chances and like see if they actually have the potential or not, to if they want to get better for themselves. So I trained Blazing Storm, and he entered a different exam that I had for him. He didn't enter the tuning exam, but he entered a different one, and he fought against Yamanakas Poison and PhoenixofPurity, and they were really shocked on how well his skills were. So, you know, after that they were like, wow, this kid has an unknown fighting style, like, this is no joke. But yeah, after that I trained Tershira. He entered the tuning exams as well by using, I'm probably going to say her name wrong, but forgive me if I do, Taira. And you know, I'm a huge fan of Taira as well, and I was showing him tricks and stuff like that, and he got really good with her, and so much so that my members in my clan find it annoying how he plays with her. They don't like him. Well, some of them don't like him, but you know, that's not the point. But yeah, I actually trained him, did the same tactics and modus, and he got to where he was as well, and he became strong, and he passed the tuning exams as well. And I trained several other students, is included, to actually see them grow to who they are and everything. Some didn't make it, but a lot of other people did make it, and they actually are happy for the fact, no matter how well I trained them, because they would thank me. They would say that this plan actually helped me get me started on where I am now. So yeah, the next part would be how did I train myself? Basically, I trained myself over the years, since Storms 3 to Revolution to Storms 4. I actually learned from my mistakes from battles. I would say that in Generations, you will find this kind of funny. I did not know how to do a tilt. I know that's terrible, but I never knew how to do a tilt. And my friends kept trying to show me, and they're like, this is how to just do a tilt. Flick the analog stick and everything. And I was like, I'm flicking the analog stick and it ain't working. So I basically was learning from my mistakes and everything, and I didn't even have a primary team at all when I was basically trying out. I was basically trying out everyone. Everyone told me saying I should try out Hashirama, because they're like saying, you're like Hashirama, so why don't you try out him? And I'm like, oh my god, I tried him out and I felt terrible using him. And I thought that my character would be Konkoro, but then, like, you know, after a while, people figure out how to get around puppets. So that didn't work. And so after watching the show more, and then after, like, reviewing all the characters, I figured out that my character is Neji Hyuga. And, you know, as much as the hate and abuse that Neji's getting from the community right now because of his hitbox and etc., blah, blah, blah. You know, me and Neji are alike, because he's a strategist, I'm a strategist too. he thinks of a way how to defeat his opponent, and that's how I do it too. I practice with Neji a lot. I did amazing things with rotation, air palm. Like, I basically tried to study Neji and Hinata inside out. Like, you know, the two of them are similar to me because, you know, Hinata wanted to grow herself. She wanted to become stronger. I had the same retention too. I wanted to become stronger too. I wanted to show people that I'm not a pushover or any of that other stuff, which I did because I increased it myself and I have made myself stronger because people would tell me, like, in Generations, like, I move on to Storm 3 and say, like, you were better than what you were in Generations. Revolution, you were better than you were in Storms 3. Storms 4, you were better than what you were in Revolution. And I couldn't stand the counter system in Revolution, but you know, now I'm relying on it so much because honestly, I'm a really strong defensive player, and what I've been told to my friends is that they said that they have to they said it's a pain in the ass just to get around my counters because they have to change their fighting style and they can't rely on their aggressive approach. So it's what I was told. But over the years, I did train myself and I did learn from my mistakes from my battles. I learned on how, when I was fighting against pros and everything, I was studying them and trying to figure out how did they do the things they do. And I also got tips from Yamanakas Poison because he would show me some infinites, or he would show me some of these other things that literally he found on his own, and he would show me and he would basically help me out on, like, you know, this and that, and I would mix it up into my style and I would actually adapt it to that. So, you know, special, like, just like I said, it's like I basically worked very hard to become the person who I am today, and I'm proud of it. I have done so much. I worked so hard to become the person who I am and actually getting there. So, yeah. I would say that for anyone who's like starting out and trying to work, starting out to training themselves, you know, learn from your mistakes, from your battles. Battle against some of the pros. Just learn from basically them and actually try to figure out how you can make yourself better. I made teams for myself and actually trying to figure out, like, okay, what matches with what. Basically, I do it with strategy. I'm a strategist. Like, I'm basically good at reading my opponent's fighting style or tricking them, or pretty mostly making them play the way I want them to play, because that's what I do. I don't rely on brute force because I believe brute force is not going to help you win. And my intentions were never to be the best player in Naruto. It was just only to be good enough for myself and for my clan. That was basically it. I wasn't trying to aim to be the best clan or best player in Naruto. I'm not really trying to be that super competitive or corrupt like all these other players are. But I'm just trying to be myself, and that's what I'm happy of. So I'm happy of the person who I became. I worked hard to become the person I am, and in the fact of the matter that my friends have supported me over the years, and other players that I have met throughout the community have supported me too, and have told me of how hard I worked and how hard of the person I became. So I thank them for that. I really appreciate it for all the support and guidance that they have done. And now I became a pro player and stuff, so I'm really happy about that. And yeah, that is the origin of LordHokageHyuga. Like I said, I'm going to make some videos in the in the future, and I got some that's probably going to come out soon. It's going to be like the epic comeback of LordHokageHyuga, and then the close matches of LordHokageHyuga. So there's that, and and I also could successfully said that I have the longest clan in the Storm community. So I didn't disband it. I only changed the name from it from Hidden Shinobi to Hidden Phoenix. So that's the only thing I did, and I left the mark in history in the Storm franchise by helping people get strong and having the longest clan throughout the community, because haven't been a lot of other clans that actually didn't stay here. So I can successfully say, after 7 years of playing this game and even moving on to Shinobi Strikers after this, like, I can successfully say I left my mark here in the Storm franchise and in the history books of helping out the community of these people who wanted to unlock their full potential and wanted to become stronger. So yeah. So I also forgot to mention too is that I wasn't the only one who started out that that wanted to started out becoming strong on their own too. This other person who was in my clan as well that used to be was Herooftsukinome, and he basically trained it himself, and he became strong on his own as well. And he had told me one time when we were talking, it's like, this is where I started out as well. I started out in your clan. Like, this is where my birth was. The same was with Yamanakas Poison, the same was with PhoenixofPurity, and the same was with Blazing Storm, and several other of my students as well. Is that, he told me, saying in the fact of the matter that the one thing he likes about my clan is that I help other people become strong. And that means a lot coming from him. Special thanks for Herooftsukinome too for that. That means a lot, and I'm really happy that I'm still helping out the community even now and making sure that everyone gets a chance, because we all need to help each other out in this community and do our best to have a fun time in Naruto. So, special shout out to Herooftsukinome. Thanks for that. That really gave me the inspiration and guts to keep going. Special thanks to Yamanakas Poison as well for like always helping me and believing me and providing me with more tactics and tricks with these characters that I did not know about at all. So special shout out to him. Special shout out to PhoenixofPurity as well for like sticking with me and becoming the second Hokage and still helping out with our clan as of now, and like being a great, not great, but perfect second Hokage and a brother to me. So special shout out for him, and special shout out to Blazing Storm for the longest member here and everything, and sticking by me and being the 7th Hokage in our clan. So such a shout out to you, dude, and stuff. And such a shout out to all my students and even previous students too. I hope that you guys are doing well. I hope that you guys are becoming better, and I hope that you guys are still growing throughout the year. So I hope that honestly everything still continues. But yeah, that is the origin of LordHokageHyuga, and that's it. This is LordHokageHyuga signing off. 強が